right, here we go. Highlights from last night. The Browns and the Niners, and there is Jimmy G. Ain't nothing but a G thing, baby. Here we go. Matt Breida. Ooh, Breida water running like a faucet. Okay. He takes this 83 yards for the touchdown, 22 miles per hour. It's actually 25 miles per hour speeding in the school zone. That looks like a WWE reaction.
Eyes bulging out.
Undertaker guy. Yeah. Undertaker guy. That is Undertaker guy. Here it is. You know who else is the Undertaker? How about Bosa? This dude was nasty. He was getting all over Baker Mayfield in this one, and then he waves the flag. And if you didn't know, Baker Mayfield did the same thing in Oklahoma when he beat the Buckeyes. And he's doing a little bit of trolling himself. And you know what? I'm here for it. Baker Mayfield, he stands on his own 10 toes, says whatever he wants. Bosa is doing whatever he wants. And the 49ers are doing it at a high level, undefeated. And they blow out the Browns 31-3. 1-3.
We closed the book on week 5 last night, so it's time to break out our power ranking. Nate did the first couple of weeks. I'm doing a couple of weeks. We're going to pass this around, but let's do who is my top 5 going into week 6 in a little segment we call Fight My 5.
All right.
Number 5. Don't forget how good this team looked on Thursday night. We're doing a bunch of talk about Sunday and Monday.
Who you got?
I'm going with the Seattle Seahawks, number 5. And if you didn't see Tyler Lockett's catch, it was one of the greatest catches you will ever see in an NFL game. And we joked and said it was so good it looked like Jerry West, the logo for the NBA, the logo. And Tyler Lockett's catch should be the logo for Nate's toe drag swag. The great Victoria Edwards, our graphic artist, worked on this all night.
What?
Vicky.
Oh!
I love it. I love it. That is Tyler Lockett over the logo. That is our new logo for not only toe drag swag, but for the rest of eternity for the NFL.
That's incredible. Fire.
Tyler Lockett, like the Jordan logo, like the Jerry West logo. That was the toe drag swag. It is sick.
Well done. That was nice right there.
That's it. Thank you.
Well done. Good job.
Appreciate it. Number 4. Let's go. Last night, the Niners. Unbelievable. They're undefeated.
Top 5?
Top 5. They're in. I had them last week at 5. They move up a point to 4. And, I think about the Niners, and you can think about the players. Did you guys notice how cool Kyle Shanahan was dressed last?
The hat!
The hat was
Oh, my
insane.
gosh, the hat was so
Let's
cool.
see the hat for Kyle Shanahan. This might be your cool Blink-182 dad.
It was. Yo, what up, bro?
Flat brim, long bag. Like, he just looked like
He's
he
the
was.
best.
Yeah, he's a big Lil Wayne fan. This guy is maybe your coolest coach in the NFL.
Did you name his kid Carter?
You did name his kid Carter. After Lil Wayne. Like, it's crazy.
Peter, he looks like he's longboarding through Huntington Beach, and I
Exactly
absolutely love it.
Exactly
Longboarding?
Longboarding, yeah.
That's it. Kyle Shanahan, maybe the coolest looking coach in the NFL.
Love
right now.
social distortion. Big social D guy.
He loves social D. That's it.
Bad religion.
That's
Come on.
great. Number 3. Let's go to number 3. I'm staying in the NFC. They beat a Buccaneers team everyone was talking about. They are my top team in the NFC right now. The New Orleans Saints. And if you missed it, Sheldon Rankins is back on the team. I think he summed up the entire team's feelings after that victory against the Buccaneers with a little post-sack celebration. You missed it, but this was it. Sheldon Rankins gave one of these. That's what it was.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with that. They're feeling themselves right now. The Saints, number 3.
Okay.
Number 2, I know everyone ran out of this like rats on
Peter?
Hey, the Chiefs are still the number 2 team in the NFL,
Really?
guys. They're 4-1. They've been lighting it up all year. They ran into a bit of a, speed bump. Is that what you call
Your
it?
number 1 team's going to be the Colts.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
I guess that's how it works.
Just in case you forgot what we're dealing with, I know they didn't have Tyreek Hill, Eric Fisher, all these guys, but they did have this guy. Look at the Mahomes pass to Pringle one more time.
All right, come on.
I mean, if they win this game, we're running this highlight all day long yesterday. We're running it Thursday.
Yeah,
he goes back about 40 yards, throws it across his body.
Not wrong.
The fact that he can do that on any play, the defense only gave up 19 points, although they got run all over. I still think the Chiefs are the number 2 team in the league. I think if they were to play any of these bottom 3, 4, 5 teams, they would still be the favorite. I'm going with the Chiefs at 2.
That Pringle highlight's like once you see it, you can't stop.
It's funny.
seeing it.
Yeah.
It's funny.
There's something about popping it, and then it's
There's a joke there. I can't think of it. Number
my hand's stuck
1.
in the jar.
Number 1. The New England Patriots. They're calling themselves the Boogeymen on defense. That's their new nickname, the Boogeymen. And they are on a historic rage. But the fact is, they went into Washington, and they were basically the home team. It was all Patriots fans. They're like a traveling band right now. Their fans are traveling with them. They're going into other arenas, and they're dominating you. Here's Belichick waving to the home Patriots fans in Washington.
Hey!
Whoa, a little sticker.
That's That's it. Hello, everyone. Hello, my home fan. That's an opposing stadium, and he is giving hello to all the fans. Look, this has been an unbelievable start for the Patriots. I'm not numb to it. They're still the number one team. That's how I have it. There are a lot of 4-1 and 3-2 teams not on this list. So I want to say, fight my five. Yeah. You on Twitter, come at me. But you at the table, guys, what do you got?
Okay, so I'm always curious who fell outside of the top five. Who's at number 6?
Who's at number 6? Look,
or who's the team that's right outside of this list?
Look, there's a bunch of 4-1 teams.
Right.
I mean, the Buffalo Bills
are not
4-1, and they're only losses to these guys. I need to see a little bit more from the Bills before I put them in this conversation, though.
All right.
And I think that's fair. There's a couple other teams that are 3-2.
Yeah.
The Packers are 4-1. They're not on my list right now.
Fight is 5.
And that was a great win they had. But I saw the Eagles, who were 3-2, go into their building and beat them.
At GMFB,
what do you got?
We got to go to Will Selva, but fight is 5 at GMFB. You can over on Twitter. Will Selva's out in the newsroom in Culver City with more headlines. What's going on, Will?
Absolutely. What's going on there, Kay and fellas and Schrags like that list. The Eagles, of course, mustered their lowest offensive yardage total of the season in that blowout win over the Jets. Just 265 yards. Now, for a team with higher aspirations, that's no excuse. But they are dealing with injuries, and none perhaps as significant as the one wide receiver Deshaun Jackson. Jackson, working his way back from an abdominal injury, is sidelined him for the past 3 games. Head coach Doug Peterson saying Jackson will do a little more to get ready this week. Peterson says he's close to returning to action. Rams linebacker Clay Matthews is going to miss some time with a broken jaw. It's now wired shut. He's expected to be out 4 to 6 weeks, but the hope is that will be closer to 4. Head coach Sean McVay saying they'll monitor his diet, and that belief is that realistically he'll be returning after the team's bye week in week 9. Matthews' Rams will be facing the 49ers on Sunday. And San Francisco hopes fullback Kyle Juszczyk will be healthy enough for it. Juszczyk, though, suffering a possible knee sprain in the third quarter of the blowout win over the Browns on Monday night. He was carted off the field in the third quarter. His teammate, Richard Sherman, of course, playing on a defense that has been fantastic, playing some inspired football last night, and apparently it had a little something to do with the pregame handshakes. Quarterback Baker Mayfield refusing to shake hands with Sherman before the coin toss, which didn't sit well with Sherm. After the game, Sherman had some terse words for Mayfield. He told our very own Mike Silver of the Snub, quote, shaking hands with your opponent. That's NFL etiquette, and when you pull Bush League stuff, that's disrespectful to the game. He added, when you see a guy who doesn't respect the game, quote, you humble him every chance you get, because eventually he will have respect for the league or he'll be out of it. So some pretty strong words from Sherman, and you saw what happened with Nick Bosa and Baker Mayfield. So certainly those guys were fired up from Bake.
And we were fired up talking about it in our 5 a.m. morning meeting. We'll be breaking into that discussion a little bit later. Everything Baker, his effect on other teams going against these Browns, who got blown out by an undefeated Niners team. More on that and the shade exchanged all night long. Also, I heard a rumor. You know how Kyle doesn't want anybody to know what he's doing with Ingram. I heard a rumor there might be a quarterback in the mix.
There is, Kay.
Is there really?
And there's extracurriculars, too.
And joining us next, this is no rumor, 2-time Super Bowl champion Justin Tuck is here.
Mr. Tuck.
We'll be back.
Just in time.
Just in time.